But I know when I synchronize my mind thought and look to the sun and with adoration ask Mother to suckle me, she will do it. I know that because I do it all the time. And I know that's how it works because I've read the books. And that's why I don't fall for the other bullshit they got out there, right? Let me finish with this. So the overall source of everything is the sun because it gives us knowledge. And that's why we have this antenna right here. Like the tip of every antenna is round. Well, that's what your head is because it receives information from the sunlight and it goes to your pineal gland. If your pineal gland is activated, if you are a person that's victimized by the European male and you eat his food, his processed food, he deliberately give you that junk to turn your pineal gland off so he'll be able to manipulate you easier, okay? Alright. The world and the source, for those of you who don't know, let me explain it to you. Energy is generated to your house through a big generator plant that has a huge generator in it. Just like if you went camping and you had a little generator, you start it up and the little thing spin in there and you got this, you can plug it into the wall and this light will get energy from it and burn and give you a light so you can see around. The purpose of a light is to give you knowledge of your surrounding. That's what the light is supposed to do. That's what the sun does. It lights up things and the knowledge with the heat creates life. Knowledge is life, okay? You gotta have knowledge of what you should do in the form of atomic union of aggregates. The aggregates all have knowledge of how they are supposed to respond in this certain arrangement. Just like if you went to a function where you were eating food, quite naturally you'd probably be there to eat. But if you went to a function where you was a fat ass that was trying to do away with food for a while, you probably would go to a function where you should sit around and not eat food, but talk about tactics and implementations that could be employed to lose weight. Right? Okay. So this is where we're at. We are at what are we here for on earth? How do we get here? This is what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be finding yourself getting involved with areas synonymous with your mission is. Your mission is to find out about self. In case you don't know that, the best way to find out for something that you're missing is to use a light. The sun has sent me as a light to help you find out that you're looking for something that you lost, that you don't think you lost it. That's where things are messed up, because you lost something very important to you and you don't know it, so you're not looking for it. Because someone gave you something in place of it that you're happy with. Kind of like a woman who cut her real titties off and put plastic ones on. It's like, you don't know what you lost. But you're happy with what you have because someone convinced you that this is the way to go. Message. Okay, from the generator plant, it produced the electricity running through wires that we see outside on the big poles, and from those wires zoop, into your house, where it's readily available for your use. Now look, remember we was talking about tantra sexuality. There's a phallus, there's a vagina, or a uterus. Like that, they make an ankh. But then you can put the two extensions on the side for ovaries and testicles, right? Watch this. Remember how I always say 1 becomes 3? There's 1. Why? Watch this. If I could get this open. Alright, there you go. 1, 2. He said, well, it came 3. What is he talking about? See, it's 3 all the time because, let me show you why. With this being 1, this right here is 2. See that? So that 1 being the load and those 2 being the 2 sources of energy that comes into it. Do you understand? So these will be the 3 that came from the 1. Do you understand that? Remember? The cavity of the lizard and the energy came through the vortex of the female cavity, which is these 2 wires right here bringing the electricity through, which looks like a snake, and the 3 at the end being the container and the 2 forces of polarity that's inside of the light bulb. So the 3 forces of atom rod per top will be the air, the fire, and moisture. And then the electricity or heat will be added along with all other elements through the female. So that's how the 3 came from the one, because the one overall encompassing energy source anyway was the elements. That's all one package anyway. So one always becomes three, and three always goes back to one. And you can see that right here, because there's two in there. Then when you put them all together, because there's two polarities, there's 120. We know that because it goes two directions at the same time. It's an alternating current. So since it's going two directions, even though it's one, it tries to turn into two. But remember, there's never two, because the current supplies the load, which is always from 1 to 3. So there's no such thing as two. What you say is 1, 2, like T-O, 1, 2, 3. That's what 2 came from. It's from 1, 2, T-O, 3. That's the reason why you see the triangles in formation of 3, and then they turn into 1. That's what the universes teach you. And that's what I'm showing you right here. That from the female comes all life. Because now remember, Asar, the god Asar, this is Adam, and then there's, I'll show you what I mean. You know how I show you the picture of him around the two women? They've been the polarities of life, their registered life, as they vibrate around him, like two poles opening and collapsing around him. See, this is what I mean. Now, as you can see, there's the god Asar. He's always surrounded by two feminine essence of personification. That feminine essence of personification is the electricity that we have inside of us, that we call our souls or our life force. And that's what it is, our life force. But it is an electrical charge that we are the sole source of, being coming from the sun as sunlight, permeating through these aggregates that we know as material flesh, through the aggregates. The aggregates is nothing but a fuse. The glass and the stainless steel in the fuse is what you should look at these aggregates as. But our true existence is the electricity that runs through that fuse and supplies the loads and whatever circuit board you're working with the electricity necessary for it to sustain itself. So what we all are is representations of the god Asar and the mother Aset and Nephibet, which is 50-50 polarity of one whole uniqueness. But you can't have one without the other, even though they give more life, energy, and thought of worship and observation to the goddess Aset. Her half completion sister, which is both of them together, makes one deity, if you understand it correctly, who's overlooked a lot and not given as much admiration or thought or conceptualization. She is just as important, if not more important, as the goddess Aset, who is recognized as Asar's immediate wife. See, they are not to be dichotomized. These two sisters are the same. They are polarities of feminine genius and feminine sustainment, feminine encapsulation as the mother Het Haru, our universe. And that's the reason why they put this right in the center of our universe as the star, meaning the fire and electricity that radiates from the female, where we all come from. So that's the reason why I want to take all this time to break it down to you about Tantra sexuality, is because the reason our earth is dying is because our knowledge of self has been eradicated from us, and we are all stupid. I mean, we might smoke cigarettes when the pack say, excuse me, if you smoke the I'm gonna kill you, and I'm gonna financially destroy you too, because before you know it, I'm gonna be $10 a bat, and you're gonna be hooked, and then you're on your way to bed 20. See? I like that voice. I stole that voice from this man named Walter Williams, right? I saw him down at the Crest Center in LA. And he said, see, do you see how that works? And I was like in a daze, because he was dropping some heavy shit. And I had never heard what he was saying. He was talking about Sufism. And I didn't understand that our world had been so tarnished by Christianity, Hinduism, Buddhism, Arabs got a hold to Islam and destroyed the Muslim, everything. And all of this was takeoffs from original teachings of us black people that make you read the Bible. You know what the power of the universe and how it perpetuates and what sustains it. Somebody came in and decided that it's going to be based on profit, and we don't care who we kill and destroy or what. And that's what's been going on the earth. So I came here to expose these people and to tell everyone else that wants to be a part of their economical escapade and don't pay homage to the god Amen and the god Asar and the god Isis that we're all going to be studying about later down the line, that by me naming those gods, they were included because the gods couldn't have been here without the goddesses. That's what's really cool about it. Even if you do try to push their greatness aside, it's an divine universal principle that's unheard of. It's stupid, it's futile, it's damn redundant, it's dumb. I hate to tell you that. The best way to describe it is, it's dumb. It's not even stupid, it's dumb. It's like something that a new food would do. I always imagine what a new food would be, because I remember a guy told me that, "Are you a new food?" And then he walked away. I was in Detroit, and when he said it, I didn't even pay no attention to it. I just walked away like, you know, fuck him. I'll beat his ass, because that's when I was all young and I always knocked some people out. Me and all my brothers was crazy like that, which everybody in Detroit was, so you had to roll like that. But it bothered me. How the nerve did this bitch have the nerve to call me a new fool? You know, it just really kind of rang, because I thought, what do you mean by a new fool? Then I thought about a new car. It ain't even being driven that much, right? Brand new, fresh car. Still smell out of the plant new. This car needs to learn and have some experiences what it's like to go around the block. Because it's going to go through different extremes of warm days to rainy days and icy days, and people going to break his window and still he's going to be parked. He can't move because the driver ain't going to know. It shouldn't be going on. What to do? What to do? But he can't do nothing because he's a car. He just have to sit there and wait. But see, now the cars got wise, and they ended up with alarms on them where if somebody come and do that, I can at least let the dude know it ain't right. It'll be see? That's how it goes. So some of you guys are new fools. You ain't got your alarm system implanted yet. And that's why I was sent here. Because I was sent here to let you know. Time off for being a new fool. That chief gotta stop tearing up the trees. You don't care about your woman, you're smoking crack. Can't be doing all that crazy shit, man. Some things just shouldn't be done. So we gotta find out what would make people start doing all this stupid ass shit. So I was looking at a commercial one morning, early in the morning. I woke up from just no reason at all, and the TV was on, and I just woke up out of the street, like happened to be a lot. I just woke up and I looked at the TV, and you know the TV said, go, it was enticing me to go buy something. I don't remember what it was, but I read it bigger than shit. It said, go buy, and it was something like tobacco or cigarettes. And then it just faded away, and the movie that was on there came on, right? So I was like, wow, imagine that. As you can see, there's the two sisters down here. See? Can you see that? Okay. And in case you didn't see, the god Asar. But look, let me show you. You see Haru? You see these two obelisks around him on the side? They are the same representation as polarities of creation and recreation. Look, even back here on the back. You can see him with that goddess Bastet. You see?